Yeah, I had to put this thing back on. I messed around and jerked my neck the other day when I was trying to do that dance. I wasn't supposed to have it off, but I wanted to dance. And I have not danced in a very long time. This morning I'm sitting up here completing some of this art. This one project, it seems to be taking me forever. And later on I have a webinar meeting, so I'll go ahead and do the live. I want to talk about nature. And to answer a specific question, someone asked me, why do you consider nature to be your church? Because everything that you need to learn in life is taught in nature. Everything that is supposed to be right is in nature. I knew this person from when I was at FAMU, where we used to sit. He was a philosophical type person. And we would talk about everything. We would always sit under a tree. I love trees. And I think I told you I love trees. And we would talk about nature. Nature is the purest form of how life is and how it should be. If you watch a mother bird who has baby birds in a nest, you're going to see that mama bird get up early in the morning to go out and find food for those babies. She gets up every morning, makes sure she feeds those babies. And then she feeds herself. But watch how she cares for the babies. She will swallow, she will regurgitate the soften the food and then feed the babies. That's how mothers, human mothers, are supposed to be. They're supposed to get up, go out, get the food for their babies, and then there are some species of birds where they meet their mate and stay with those mates for life. So you have the mama bird and the daddy bird and the babies. And if nothing happens to either one of the adult birds, they stay together until death. And then if one dies or something happens to it, sometimes they will unite with another mate and carry on for the rest of their lives. But that's what nature teaches us. If you watch a lion, the father lion is very protective. Look at all these family dynamics. The family dynamic is made up of the male and the female. With the lions, Papa, he kind of lays around, but he's the protector. If someone comes to mess with his cubs or with the lioness, then he will get up and tear you apart. But then you have the lioness who goes out and she's the hunter and she brings the food back to the pack or to the pride. But nature teaches us exactly how we should be. You can watch nature. Sometimes it's very calm. And then you can have a storm. But through every storm, and after those storms end, there is new growth. Even if there is a fire, a natural fire that occurs and it burns down the wood, that soil becomes moist afterwards and it rejuvenates and new plants grow. So being in nature teaches humans pretty much what they should be doing. I remember watching something where they had like the monkeys. I don't know what, a lady was observing them, and you have the male who is the protector of, I think, gorillas they were, and then you have the females, which is the weaker vessel that is being protected by the silverback. She forages for food for a baby. She nurses the baby, and they just function together as a group. And then you have the elephants. Watch how an elephant, if they show empathy, if one of their herd should die, they all stop and they do a ritual of mourning of the one that has passed away. And elephants have memories that last a long, long time. If a predator should come or outside of the elephant herd, they surround the babies to protect them. And then the bull, which is the male, will charge to protect the herd. Now they say, well, the male don't do as much as the female does. It's because women are, their brains are actually made to multi-function. Men are usually made to solve issues, to protect. Now they can solve any kind of problems that should come up and arise. The female is just made, even the brain, within the brain, most women can just do multitasking. And a man usually, most likely, unless it's another nature, but as I was saying, even in nature, when you get to the lower forms of nature, then you start to see a little bit of inconsistency in the family dynamic. But even in a wolf pack, there are the she wolves and there are the male wolves, the alpha. You have your alpha males, and then you have the other males that bow down to the alpha male. But everybody knows who the alpha male is, because when he come up, all of them bow or roll over. He takes care of the whole pride. He protects them. And he has his, I guess, his concubines and his mates when they're in heat, to procreate and keep the growth of that species. But just sitting in nature, you learn how humans should function. And a lot of things that are happening in the churches today and in society today is not in line with what the Most High wants it to be or how it should be. Just because everybody is doing something, it doesn't mean that it is right. We're living in a generation where Wrong is right and right is wrong. And I put it like that because, yes, there is an absolute right. And we were given that in the three books, holy books. But again, all we have to do is sit in nature. And it will tell you, it will show you how we should be. And that's the purest form of truth that you can ever have that comes straight from the Most High. But anyway, I need to complete this project, which I'm just really dragging on. I gotta be that animal in nature and go ahead and do what I need to do and just get it done. That's what animals do every day. They go out, they hunt, they find their food, they feed their babies, they take care of their homes. The ant, you can watch the ant. They start preparing for the fall and the winter in the summer. You see them storing food. That's the way it should be. And all you have to do is sit in nature and get a sermon and get taught what you need to get taught. I love nature. I absolutely love nature because that's the closest I can be with the Most High. But anyway, I love you guys. And you take care. And try sitting in nature for a little while and just look around and just watch. You might learn a lot. Later.